Dorney Park in Wildwater Kingdom is a great and charming amusement park located in Allentown, Pennsylvania. This park is so much fun and is truly a gem in the legacy Cedar Fair chain, but it's also very underrated. This is our full-length, in-depth review of Dorney Park and our comments about what you can expect when you go to this park. Now, let's get into the review. Dorney Park in Wildwater Kingdom is very easy to get to, as it is right off of Hamilton Boulevard and Interstate 78. Located in Allentown, Dorney Park competes for guests in the metropolitan Philadelphia and New York areas, and it is a good day trip from the DC metro area given how accessible the park is from the major interstates near the District of Columbia. It is home to 8 roller coasters, with the park's 8th roller coaster, Iron Menace, opening in 2024. A good collection of other attractions and one of the coolest haunt attractions in the legacy Cedar Fair chain. And this park has a great vibe from the moment you approach the front gate. Unlike other legacy Cedar Fair parks like Carowinds, Kings Dominion, and Kings Island though, Dorney Park is not divided up into different sections. It does have a specifically designated Planet Snoopy in the middle of the park and a good sized water park, Wildwater Kingdom though. Before we get into the specific rides, attractions, dining options, and experiences, however, let's talk about planning your visit. Dorney Park is definitely on the smaller side, so you can probably get to the key attractions in a day's trip. But if you want to spend multiple days at the park to fully experience both the dry and water parks, there are several hotels right across Hamilton Boulevard that you could choose to stay at. If you are flying in from out of town, there are 2 medium-sized airports within half an hour from the park, making the park extremely accessible. As mentioned earlier, Dorney Park is easy to get to. It is right off of Interstate 78. What's interesting about the park though is that it is located in a more residential area. If you drive around the park on Dorney Park Road or Walnut Street, you will actually drive through a nearby residential neighborhood. The park has a large parking lot close to its front entrance, as well as an overflow lot, which you can access either from Dorney Park Road or a tunnel traveling underneath Lincoln Avenue. When you walk up to the park's front entrance from the parking lots, you will see the ticketing building, which has a nice park sign made of stone and greenish blue roofs. Once you enter the park, you will see another park sign and the park's antique carousel, which was actually relocated from Cedar Point, right in front of you. Look towards the right and you will see the entrance to Wildwater Kingdom, the water park, and one of the park's roller coasters. And speaking of roller coasters, Dorney Park has a good collection of coasters. The headlining coasters are Steel Force, a Morgan Hyper, Talon, the Grip of Fear, an underrated Bolliger and Mabillard invert, and Iron Menace, the park's new for 2024 Bolliger and Mabillard dive coaster. The park also has Thunderhawk, an old-school wooden roller coaster, Hydra the Revenge, a Bolliger and Mabillard floorless coaster with the world's first JoJo roll, Possessed, an Intamin suspended impulse coaster, and a couple of other family coasters. For more details on each of the park's major thrill coasters, including our thoughts on Iron Menace, check out our full-length in-depth reviews already on the channel. In addition to the roller coasters, Dorney Park has a good variety of flat rides and other attractions. It has an S&S combo tower called Dominator, a classic scrambler and wave swinger, a chance revolution called Revolution, and an incredibly unique, increasingly rare, intimate first-generation freefall ride called Demon Drop. Demon Drop is the coolest flat ride in the park, and its drop is awesome. The park also has 3 water rides: Thunder Canyon, a river rapids ride that absolutely drenches you, Thunder Creek Mountain, a classic log flume, and Whitewater Landing, an aerodynamics shoots water ride next to Hydra. Aside from the more thrilling attractions, Dorney Park has a great collection of children's rides primarily located in Planet Snoopy. When it comes to park atmosphere, Dorney Park has a great one. Given how close together some of these attractions are, Dorney Park genuinely feels quaint, and that makes sense given its location near several residential neighborhoods. And unlike other legacy Cedar Fair parks like Cedar Point or Kings Dominion, Dorney Park's park atmosphere comes from how quaint the park feels. Dorney Park is not a large park, so you can walk from Steel Force or Iron Menace to Talon in a relatively short time frame, and that definitely enhances that cozier park vibe. While there is not a lot of theming throughout the park, Dorney Park definitely has its own unique vibe, which is quite nice. As for dining options, Dorney Park has a good mix of options, including more traditional amusement park options like chicken tenders and burgers. You can also get great onion rings at coasters located towards the front of the park. To accompany Iron Menace in 2024, Dorney Park introduced a new restaurant called the Iron Mill Grill and Bar. The park also converted one of its Chickies and Pete's into Whitewater Tavern, located across from the Whitewater Landing Chutes water ride. As for the remaining Chickies and Pete's, beware of large crowds during the middle of the day. Given the restaurant's popularity, this restaurant can definitely get some longer lines. While the food is not as good as Legacy Cedar Fair parks, Dorney Park still has some good food options. For the first time in nearly 20 years, the park received a new original roller coaster, a Bolliger and Mabillard dive coaster called Iron Menace in 2024. And Iron Menace is a good roller coaster and a great fit for this park. Its beyond vertical drop and pacing make it one of the better roller coasters in the park and likely a fan favorite. While the new themed area, the Steel Yard, is nice, Iron Menace is definitely the star and will be a crowd pleaser among general park goers. And when it comes to entertainment, Dorney Park shines with its Halloween Haunt event, the park's only seasonal event. This event is awesome, and the park goes all out with it. The scare zones look amazing, especially over by Iron Menace, Steel Force, and Thunderhawk, and the haunt mazes are incredibly well done. The park's newest maze, the Ghost in the Machine, is one of the best, if not the best haunt mazes out there. It has great detail, and the scare actors do a great job. In addition to the Ghost in the Machine, Dorney Park does a great job theming the Steel Yard, which looks awesome at night. The park also has other great scare zones and haunt mazes. Dorney Park's Halloween Haunt event is great and definitely a must-do, especially for the Ghost in the Machine. So, should you go to Dorney Park? Absolutely. While it may not have the same headlining attractions as the larger Legacy Cedar Fair parks, Dorney Park has charm, a quality coaster lineup, and a great mix of thrilling flat rides. With the addition of Iron Menace and a visit to Wildwater Kingdom, Dorney Park is definitely a full-day park, especially on Saturdays. If you are a first-time visitor, you should have no problem getting all the coaster credits, as well as a couple of rides on some of the park's other attractions, like Demon Drop, Thunder Creek Mountain, and Thunder Canyon. Your longest lines, however, will most likely be Talon and Iron Menace, so definitely game plan to hit those rides either at the beginning or the end of the day. Dorney Park is such a fun park and definitely has a lot to offer. Overall, Dorney Park is a great amusement park. While it just received its first new original roller coaster in nearly 20 years just last year, Dorney Park is a well-run and enjoyable Legacy Cedar Fair park. You can definitely see how much care and attention park management puts into this park, especially with its landscaping. Wildwater Kingdom is an enjoyable water park with some good slides and is definitely worth checking out. It will be exciting to see how this park continues to grow after the recent Iron Menace addition. So, let us know in the comments below if you have been to Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and if so, what you think about it. And if you enjoyed this video or are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for more amusement park content like this. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more park reviews and amusement park content coming soon to Coaster Adventures, and we hope to see you in the next one.